Good morning. This is Mr. Burns, CPDLF science instructor, and I'm bringing you Launch 10 for Environmental Science. It is Monday, November 6th. And I thought first, as I usually do, I would go over anything difficult that you might have had trouble with last week or anything like that. And I'll give you some tips on those things. Last week we looked at, you did a project, it was energy flow in ecosystems. Nutrient cycles, the water cycle, and lab. It was building a model watershed. For that energy flow in ecosystems, that's the one where we see that the producers, the plants at the bottom of a food chain or food web, actually collect the most energy from the sun. Now, as each stage goes up from there, like we get into the primary consumers, there's only 10% of the energy that the plants had that they now have. Okay, they only pick up 10% of that energy. And then as we go from the primary to the secondary consumers, we only get 10% of that energy. So all the way up to the tertiary consumers, there's a whole lot less energy left in the system than there was back at the bottom where the plants started. Okay, there's a lot more food energy down at the plant level than there is than every succeeding level gets out of the one before it. Just remember that it's about 10%. Nutrient cycles, the cycles of nutrients in the soils, the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium cycles. Water cycle, many of you, my reflection question last week was, where does new water come from? Well, it's still out there for those of you who haven't answered it yet, but be sure to think about that in relation to the water cycle. And then building a model watershed. I've seen some reports on those. Sounds like you had some fun with that one. But the point of that is to see where runoff water goes from our mountains and you know how it gets into streams and into groundwater and how easy it would be to pollute those things. For this week, you're going to do a lesson called Population Ecology, that's number 37, Community Ecology, number 38, Ecological Succession, 39, and Threatened and Endangered Species, number 40. And if you have any questions on anything in there, please let me know. I really want to see you be successful, so you know, let's do well. My reflection question for this week is approximately how much energy is lost going from one trophic level to another in the food web. Approximately how much energy is lost going from one trophic level to another in the food web. Okay, so good to talk to you this morning. I hope you have a great week, and I'm sure we'll be talking as the week goes on. Have a great day. Bye now.